What's up and what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be breaking down the DIAZBIFFle clip when he was spectated by a wall hacker. And if you haven't seen that video, it's right here. You should definitely go watch it or you're not going to know what we're talking about. Now, a lot of people are wondering why I didn't include much context with the first original clips that I had uploaded. But that's because I wanted to hear your guys' opinions first. Everybody's got an opinion and everybody's got their speculation on what they're seeing. But I have real world knowledge that I intend on applying here. And I got to be honest, a lot of you guys had very valid points and you saw some of the little tells I'm going to talk about today. So kudos to all of you with the very keen eye. So today what I want to do is I want to go through the footage again. First off, I want to give you a defense against why this may be nothing more than a reach for anyone that's claiming this footage highlights anything other than cracked gameplay. Then I want to go back through it once more and break things down that could be labeled as sus, if there's anything in it at all. And then we're going to show you the attempts at hiding the sussiness. Sussy, is that a word? First, let's check out the perspective from Biffle's stream. That way we can hear any of his teammates' comms. And also, real quick, guys, do me a favor, drop a like on the video. And if you're new around here, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're not going to miss any more of these uploads or any of the live streams that I do right here on YouTube. All right, guys, let's take a look right here from Biffle's stream. This is right when they get their loadout and he starts pushing across.
I'm telling you, it's a bot. Autisma. Oh, UAV for that.
You know they got a UAV. They got two UAVs now.
Wait, should I pop it?
Yeah, sure. We got a fly.
What, May?
I don't really know. I kind of want to think of red door.
He's not getting shot at going across the open. There's probably no roof campers then. That gives him that information.
Recon's inbound.
Got a UAV. You see at least one team, probably two teams in front of you. Got your teammates wrapped around to the right side, it looks like.
Oh shit, I'm dead
Missed some
now.
shots on that guy. They're not pushing out on him. That's smart on their part. What? Yep, you just spotted one right there.
Here's my fucking
On the second look. Down one. Pre-fire on the second one, but he did see his shadow come in there at the last second.
Yep, I'll pop it.
And here's the footsteps out to the left, and it's pretty long, but there's the team wipe. All right. So nothing in that distinctly looked suspect. He had a UAV popped, and we didn't see any aim snaps, now did we? He sees the team on the buy, meaning most likely they're in the process of grabbing their loadout, which is perfect timing to push a team while you still have the firepower advantage. And knowing that he had his teammates pushing up on the other side, and he already had two knocked, he could afford to chase and get knocked because his team would most likely have the upper hand when it comes to cleaning up the situation. All right, this time, guys, we're going to look at it from Biffle's point of view with the wall hacks up. Time to put on our thinking hats. We're going to do a lot of questioning of his gameplay here. And again, guys, if you think I've missed anything, feel free to leave it down in the comments. I'll be sure to address it as soon as I see it.
I'll take it up.
All right, I'm going to stop it right here. Most of us would call it a UAV at this point. Your teammate has a UAV. Why won't you call yours in? Furthermore, we all know where he pushes, which happens to be straight across. Let me ask you this. If you have the KD and the stats and you're facing a skill-based matchmaking with all four of these guys, should be in the top tier, right? Why would you make a beeline right over here? I mean, there really couldn't be that many places that they're hiding, right? You only have all this up here. I mean, there could be a team here. Even over on here to have a decent angle at you. I mean, they could be up high up here. You know, that's a good heady. That's a really good heady right there, that building, and then the one behind it. Or, you know, there's always this one right here. That one, you can cover both sides of Verdansk from that one. You got over here on the buy. People love to camp this one, this part here. I mean, there's Nakatomi, but you only got, you know, here and here and here, and then up there, and then over there, and right there, and then a couple windows littered throughout this region that you could hide at. So, I mean, he really is safe just pushing across here without a UAV, in my opinion. But most of you guys have told me you'd probably push somewhere over this direction, use the bridge as cover in case you get shot from over here. You can duck under the other side of the bridge there. Or at the very least, if you were going to make a direct route to this location over here, you would go over here where this cover right here is, so you could fight anything from up here, here, or here. But no, he goes straight right here, which is smart because, you know, his attention is focused right here. And clearly, he definitely sees this guy up here, even though that guy's not visible. And I'll get to that point in a minute. All right, he just popped his UAV. Now, I want to remind you guys that on the previous Without the Walls with the team comps, you could hear way before he crossed the bridge, he had asked for a UAV. But when everybody said, yeah, go ahead and call it in, how long did it take him? And why? Let's explore that.
Oh, UAV, deal for that.
What's up?
Wait, that shot, I keep thinking is deep.
Wait, should I pop it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's see how long it takes if he had popped it now while he's wide out in the open. So a UAV in Warzone lasts 35 seconds. So let's skip forward to the 4-minute and 32-second mark. This is where his UAV would have run out. Now let's see the timing from when he actually called it in to when it ended.
Bro, you're taking one, I'm taking one.
I'm popping this shit. Recon's inbound.
Yep.
So 4:09. Right there. Oh my goodness. Perfect timing, Biffle. Perfect timing. Now we come to this situation right here, right before he actually enters downtown, right after he's popped his UAV. And if you look at the minimap and analyze the minimap, he's actually possessing a little bit more information than the minimap's giving him. And I'll show you why. First off, you have an enemy here, which your teammate seems to be pushing over to handle. You got two enemies here, you got one guy here, and you got one guy here somewhere up top. He's got the chevron on top telling you he's up top somewhere. Now, they appear that they have all just gotten their loadout. And it is a good time to push them, considering that you've got your loadout. You've obviously got a firepower advantage. But you've got to understand that chevron means that he's up top somewhere. It doesn't mean that he's necessarily on the top watching over them as they get their loadout. He could be up there looting. You'd never know unless you looked up there to see if you can see the guy hanging off the edge. Biffle didn't look up there one time, which indicated to me he had the information of exactly where that guy above him was. There, he misses some shots. Waiting on his teammates to catch up. All right. Spots the top of the guy there. Almost got caught on the mantle. Free fires the guy. He may have seen his shadow. You never know about that one. I mean, you could hear him and you could see his shadow, so that one's a given. But here's the next part that I find odd. You have a man on the minimap right here, which to me indicates the guy's holding this angle here, or he's back around that little cutout on the corner of this right here. Which to me is weird because he slow peeks the corner anticipating a longer shot instead of slide canceling up and under here, so he's got a better angle on somebody holding an angle this way. And yes, there were no aimbot snaps, but for having no foregrip, both of those guns seem awfully stable, if you know what I mean. And this is the last little piece of evidence that I'm going to show you guys that I thought was kind of sus. This is something I definitely didn't include in the first portion of the video. This actually comes from right before the wall hacker comes down and dies to him, so he's able to spectate him. So this, we don't have walls on, but it's kind of telling, seeing as where the enemies eventually end up and the confrontation eventually takes place. See if you guys notice anything.
Listed.
Wait.
I gotta tell us something, right? Go get that armor. We got money?
Hey, money? Okay, I'm going.
You guys catch that? It's about 3 different instances. Let me run it back real quick.
Wait.
I gotta tell us something, right?
Quick peek. Quick peek. And then he jumps down and does a quick peek. Can you do me a favor and explain to me where the enemy's gonna come from anywhere over here? Anywhere, exception of coming up the stairs behind him and come popping out here. Maybe over here, up behind him, there's a door and a ladder. Let's see, no ladders over here, nothing, nobody can rappel up this, we're good to go. Yeah, this is the only way that nobody's going to come from, and that's the way he's staring. Coincidentally, the team that he ends up having the confrontation with is right in this general area right here. So if I had to rate this, I would say there's 4 categories of quote-unquote cheats within Warzone. You've got your aimbot, you've got your ESP wall hacks, you've also got your 2D radars, and then for the console guys, or even some of the PC guys are running it, the Cronuses. So as far as aimbot, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, this video offers 0 evidence that DIAZBIFFLE is using an aimbot. It's just not there. No characteristics of any aimbot that I've ever used were present in this clip or any of the other clips that included DIAZBIFFLE. So as far as aimbot, I'm going to say, as far as my knowledge goes, as far as the clips that I've seen as DIAZBIFFLE, DIAZBIFFLE does not use an aimbot. As far as the 2D radar goes, I think it's kind of pointless in this regard. I don't really think many people that run ESP walls are running a 2D radar. We all know Z-Laner with his head flipped to the left is more than likely what the guy's looking at, which would lead me to believe if he had a 2D radar, Z-Laner's probably not running wall hacks, but who knows? This is just my take. Now, as far as Acronis, I'm going to give him on a scale of 1 to 10, a 9. I've never seen his desktop or looked into his program folder, so I can't tell you if the guy has Cronus, but I'll tell you this. For not having foregrips on those guns, they shot pretty straight. Little recoil to none at all, if you ask me. Which, to me, it's screaming assistance. I'm familiar how Chronosis and Strike Facts works for nerfing or reducing the recoil and aiding the aim assist strength. They basically just put a multiplier on all those values. And if you want to learn more about that, I suggest you go look at Lethal Panda's channel over on YouTube. I'll put his channel link down in the description. Super nice guy. He'll answer all your questions. Now, as far as ESP wall hacks are concerned, unfortunately for Mr. DIAZBIFFLE, I saw a lot of signs of those within his gameplay. So I'm going to have to rate it at least an 8. One of the hardest things to prove about someone using ESP wall hacks is simply, it's really hard to prove it unless they pop up on their screen. They can always be masked with, oh, that's just game sense. He plays 10 hours a day. He's come around that corner in the same situation 5 times this week. So unless they pop up like Torvas did or any of the other countless people, I mean, really it's speculation at this point. But he did show a lot of the characteristics that are synonymous with somebody having information that's not provided by the game itself. And a lot of you guys are probably like, well, he called up a UAV. I mean, like, duh, he knows where everybody's at. Well, yeah, you kind of get a rough idea where everybody's at based off the wave of the UAV. But to be able to pinpoint people's locations like that, you gotta have ESP. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, there are people out there that they know for a fact that you're not gonna say anything if they pop that UAV. And of course we all know a UAV is gonna mask anybody's ESP wall hacks. A good way to get called out for using ESP is not popping the UAVs. And I mean, who's gonna lie and cheat when there's only hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table? And I'm going to give an extra added category for these guys. It's going to be called the cringe level category, and that's a full-blown 10, man. I don't know, maybe I'm old or I'm just severely out of touch with reality because I find listening to those guys, like, less appealing than nails on a chalkboard. So there you have it. That's my assessment on the clips of DIAZBIFFLE that were sent to me. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of my assessment, whether you think I'm right or I'm reaching, or if there's anything that you guys personally saw that I missed out and didn't discuss. And let me know if these are the type of videos you guys will enjoy seeing in the future by liking the video, hitting the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell so YouTube always lets you know when I upload one of these videos or go live. And listen, guys, I really appreciate the support everybody's been coming out of the woodwork showing me lately. The love I feel is right down to the core of my heart. And from the core of my heart, I want to let each and every one of you know I appreciate you. I love you. You guys are the real MVPs. You guys are the ones, the reasons I keep coming back and making content. It's for you guys. So with that being said, I hope you're all having a blessed day. I've been It's Hoppa. I've had a turtle head poking since halfway through this video. I'm going to handle that, and I'll catch you on the next one. Mahalo. I swear. Come on, B. What's up with this anti-gangster hat? I can't wear this shit. Come on, man. Look like a basic bitch, don't I? Anyway.